the season on a 2-game losing streak. The Crimson Tide also lose their Heisman finalist quarterback AJ McCarron and stars like Clinton Dix and Cyrus Kouandjio to the NFL draft. Now they bring in Lane Kiffin to replace offensive coordinator Doug Nussmeier. To discuss the Tide further, let's bring in our Alabama insider Chris Stewart. Chris, lots of moving parts going on there in Tuscaloosa. Is there reason for panic?
I don't think there's reason for panic, but there's no question, Shae, that this will look like a much different ball club this coming season for the Crimson Tide. You're right. When they lose McCarron, they also lose C.J. Mosley to graduation, two of your top leaders on this football team, a program that really struggled to find a lot of followers this year. And I think that was a major issue for the club over the course of the entire season. That being said, with the top-rated recruiting class in America slated to come in, that's on the heels of having one of the top 2 classes each of the last 4 or 5 seasons. The cupboard is still stocked, but it's what they do, I think, in the locker room that's going to have as much of an impact as anything else.
Focusing now, Chris, on the quarterback position. McCarron out, as you just mentioned. Freshman quarterback Luke Del Rio now heading to Oregon State. How does Nick Saban fill the hole under center?
Well, they've got Blake Sims coming back, I should say, who will be the senior and has been the backup to McCarron the last couple of years. But he doesn't really fit the prototype for this offense that Nick Saban likes to run. He's more of a runner than a pure passer. So there's a lot of belief that this will be a wide open position. Del Rio was thought to be perhaps even the main candidate to take over that role. But there are 2 other players that redshirted that were highly recruited coming out of high school, Parker McLeod, Cooper Bateman, that will contend for the job. The most interesting name that you continue to hear swirling, though, is that of Jacob Coker. He's at Florida State right now. He was the backup to Jameis Winston before he suffered a knee injury. He's about 6'5", has a great arm, and ironically, he was AJ McCarron's backup at St. Paul's High School in Mobile before he made his way to Tallahassee. He could graduate in May and would be eligible to play immediately and still have 2 seasons of eligibility left. So that's a name that you keep hearing around Tuscaloosa that could wind up on campus and contend for that starting spot next season.
Very interesting. Chris Stewart, thanks so much for the time.
Absolutely.